after your last adventure, you find yourself back in the library, and almost immediately, the librarian turns to you all and says, "No rest for the weary, okay, adventurers? We've got somebody here who's gotten himself into a little bit of a pickle with a ancient artifact. So you know that rhyme I told you about magical items. See a magic item, don't pick it up, or else you could be turned into a butt. There's a ring that does that. Don't ask about it.
Oh,
Anyway,
I was going to see. I was thought you were saying that Volo had turned himself into a pickle again.
I think that
Wait.
only happened once. I don't think there's a ring for that. There might be a spell. Anyway,
So,
the
if this ring that turns people into butts, is it like a floating butt, or does it?
you've got arms and legs, but no eyes.
Uh,
Yeah,
this
yeah, you're
seems
just
like
a
a
butt with
powerful
arms and legs.
weapon.
Yeah. It's called the Ring of Uranus. Never mind. We aren't looking for it. He is in there. Yeah, and she motions to a sitting room. I assume you all
Hmm.
walk into the sitting room.
Yeah. Walk into the sitting room. Very carefully, not looking at whoever is in there, just in case they've still turned themselves into a butt, and I don't want to laugh at them.
Me and the
No.
horse look over to stare.
No but humanoids in the room. What you do see is a olive skinned man, dark brown hair with just streaks of gray, a well manicured beard, kind of the same coloration, sitting sideways in an armchair with his legs over the side rest, noodling on a mandolin. He's got just kind of pretty normal brown pants within a very nice green cloak that's just well tailored. Boots inlaid with gold and jewels and little red tassels, and a headband on a green headband with a gold emblem in the middle.
Oh, shucks. They made us think you turned yourself into a butt. And plops down in one of the chairs, disappointed.
It's a regular
Um,
occurrence around here.
Uh, I'm not quite sure what is a regular occurrence anymore. I'm not even from here. We're just kind of going with it.
I personally don't touch anything here. I
Uh,
just feel like it's a good way to survive.
Noted, I say as I'm still this entire time floating on my broomstick and haven't touched the ground.
I mean, if she hands something to you, that's one thing.
Uh,
Oh, good to see that you're no longer indisposed.
And the guy in the chair in the mandolin had kind of stopped to listen to your conversation for a moment, and then he fancifully kind of kicks his legs over and places his mandolin safely beside him, and says, "Well, hello. My name is Ogma, God of Invention, Innovation, and Ideas, Lord of the God of Knowledge." And then
Oh,
um, Raul stops, says, "Nope, I only work for one god, Hrogek. The power to the people, power to the pythons. I'm out." And he walks out. He is not going to be joining you on this adventure.
All right.
you know,
And Ogma's eyes go wide. And
I took him for devout, but not zealously so.
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure everything about him just screamed zealot, but
I
Um,
thought that was just like the luchadora aspect. I didn't realize it went into the religion as well.
For
We
some,
are
it's
all
a hobby.
dedicated
For
to
others,
our
a
own god.
lifestyle.
so anyway, I think I knew some gnomes that might have paid you homage back in the day.
Ah,
This
that's
was
quite possible.
several
Yeah.
hundred years ago, but
Oh, well, God, the
yeah.
immortal. Anyway, well, I know who you are. You know who I am now. As the young lady out there has told you, I got myself into a little bit of a bind. I'm gonna need a little bit of help. I have a question for you.
Okay.
Have you ever had an idea?
Yes.
Yeah.
Many.
Excellent. Well, here's the thing. They all came from here first. Well, all of the good ones, at least. Peanut butter, nunchucks, the centicorn. Uh, hmm, ignore that one. Anyway, but they all can't be, peanut butter, right? They all can't be nunchucks. They're not all diamonds. Some of them, some ideas are dangerous. Some inventions harmful. Some, the innovations are world altering. Not exactly in a good way, right? And so, for a long time, they would just kind of pop out of here and into my realm, and I'd finagle them and then try to keep a hold of them. And me and my dogs would, take care of any of the ones that I didn't think you all were ready for. But
You forgot to stop the wooden shoes.
you didn't like the wooden shoes, the
No.
clocks. Oh, oh.
Horrible for the human body. Damages all the bones and ligaments in the legs. It's just not a good call.
It was really just for the sound. I didn't think about the bones. Damn.
Well, I would like to personally thank you for what I believe is the greatest idea of all time, heading them off at the pass. That's just timeless, classic. Gotta love it.
Got him right. That was me. I think that was me. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure it's me. Yeah. Anyway, so for a long time, I took care of any of the bad ideas, and apparently some slipped through. I'm sorry. But it got chaotic in there, right? So many ideas kind of floating around. You can never know which ones are here or there, and it's hard to keep a checklist. And so I got one of my followers to come and help me, kind of organize everything. His name was Kellen. And Kellen was a very devout follower, leader of one of my churches here. And he would invite other people too, and eventually we had a group of people who would all take these ideas that popped out of my head and do a little bit of research and development and figure out which ones were good, which ones weren't good. I'm sure that the wooden shoes happened before Kellen came in. I'm sure.
Oh
So
yeah.
let's have an oversight like that again. I promise.
2,400 years ago. It was a while back.
There you go. Yeah, so long ago, so long ago. Why is he still talking about it? Goddamn. Anyway, here's the thing, though, is that he came in and he helped me organize and figured out that it'd be a lot easier to take these ideas and instead of let them roam around my realm and trying to keep an eye on them, to just kind of put them back away, right up here. And he points to his headband. You now notice that the headband has a gold triangle insignia, an eyeball right in the middle with one ruby on top, a emerald on the side, and a sapphire on the other side. Um, that was his expertise, kind of some of these magical items. I'm sure I gave him the idea somehow, but he made the headband here. I call it the mind's eye, and it allows my ideas to go in and out freely. And for quite a while, it was a wonderful way for us to deal with bad ideas. But I guess my worst idea might have been trusting Kevin, a martel, with some very sensitive information. And so, he's took it upon himself to lock himself away. Right here. Right inside my mind palace. And that's where you come in. I need somebody to go to my realm. Go into my conservatory. Find your way to the portal. That leads yourself inside my brain and get him out.
Okay. That
Idea.
falls well within the purview of my job. I can do that.
Excellent. Now, a deal I've made with your boss that I'll give up the Moinzoy if you can do this, and I'll go back to the old ways. It's gonna be a lot of work. I won't get to play my mandolin as much. We might have clogs get through again, but we're willing to make the sacrifice, I guess.
Mm,
Yeah, worth it.
sounds good.
And
Librarian's scarier than clogs.
Mind,
Truth.
mind gods inside adventure. Huh.
This is definitely intriguing.
well, excellent. The uh, items like this and other things you might find within the conservatory and within the library of my mind, it's very important that you don't play with them. And that's why I've come to you. See, I could come to lots of other people, but they might not be as trustworthy as magic artifact finding destroyers like yourself.
Yes, that is what we are.
Excellent.
Totally agree to not touch any.
He looks at you on your broom, not touching the ground, says, "I can trust you. I can tell."
I have never done an untrustworthy thing ever. Perfect.
So this place that we're going, is it a different plane of existence than where we are?
Yes, I would say it's a different plane of existence from where you are. You are going to Ogma's realm, uh, his personal space, his divine realm. It's excuse me. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's his divine realm, which I believe sits I believe it's its own no like plane. I think that it's technically in like the outlands. I think if you like look at the
Gotcha.
cosmology, I think is technically where it sits. But yes, so I think it is technically a different plane of existence from where we are currently.
Okay. Uh, so are you going to take us to your realm, or should we find our own way there?
Oh, it's I'll send you there. Yeah. It'd be really hard for you to get there.
Hold up Amulet of the Plains. Yeah, I got it.
Oh, um, I'll just let me invite you in.
That makes it easier.
And he grabs his mandolin and says, I'm ready to take you whenever you're ready."
I've got no business to attend to.
Oh, splendid. Oh, one more thing. I'm not going to be there. You see, he's released some things into the area that like to feed on specific deity, deital powers, and so I'm not going to be there. It's that's why I'm here. They are not there at the moment.
Understood.
Anyway, and he starts to play his mandolin and cast a plane teleportation spell and send you guys all towards his area.
As we're fading into the teleport, I'm just be like, oh wait, did you want him intact?
I don't care.
Want him out of there. Understood.
Fantastic.
And poof.
Okay.
Alrighty. You guys are poofed onto a plane, and the world itself actually looks very similar to your own, except the sky is a moving purplish sky filled with yellow and blue clouds. Other than that, rolling green fields, hills and mountains, and down in a valley right in front of you is a large building. It spans for quite a ways widthwise that you can see. Large white stone building, red roof, the multiple storied, sitting at the bottom of this very picturesque valley. A small creek runs beside it. What appear to be deer kind of jump through the fields. I saw that.
I mean, interesting.
Look, fellas, I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't had a good meal in days.
Looks like lunch to me.
Wait a second. Would idea god deer venison jerky taste good?
There's
I'm
only
not
one way to
entirely.
find out.
I guess you can eat the metaphysical concept that it represents.
It might taste better than the best venison you've ever had because it is the true form of venison.
But
But
do we really want to start killing the idea of deer in?
We can
Yeah,
totally kill the
context.
idea.
I
But
Not
The
agree.
I
That's what
uh
it's called now. That is called an idea.
yeah.
That's what.
I'm not gonna flower Sriracha on myself with this one. I'm just going to enjoy regular venison.
I was gonna say,
Wait, are
if
there more
it's
than one of these idea bouncing around?
Oh yeah, tons. Yeah.
oh, then this should be
Oh, if
fine.
there's multiple, I'm going for one.
Sure, go ahead. Give me an attack roll. Let's see what you hit.
What is my dexterity?
Are you like running at it with a pole arm?
No, I'm hitting it with a bow.
Okay.
Um, so that's plus 6, so 19 to hit.
Sure. Yeah, of course you hit it. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. The arrow flies through. What's your modifier? I assume you're gonna kill a deer. So we're gonna say so.
Uh, it'd be D8 plus 4 or plus
Yeah.
2, sorry.
Perfect. Yeah. There's almost no way you don't kill it. You let the arrow fly. These are bouncing. It's a nice shot as it bounces up. You wham! Hit it. It falls to the ground dead.
All right. Lunch.
I will get to work on dressing the deer.
Word, yeah. Go ahead. Give me a survival check then. Probably the least used check ever.
Shout out to the two crew. You know what? I'm feeling fun. We're gonna give that a luck point.
Okay.
19 survival check.
That's much better. Yeah, you expertly carve this idea up.
Uh, all
I
right.
mean, not important to me as I don't need it, but if this is the conceptual concept of a deer, will it actually offer you guys nutrition?
I
Again,
mean,
there's
I'm
only one way to find out.
yeah, I'm just more curious if it tastes good, honestly. Um, so I get a nice little dry rub on there, build a fire, roast it.
You cook it up. Who eats it?
I do, for sure.
Okay. What's it taste like, Shocklin?
I take a big bite out of like a big slab of venison, and I'm just like, it tastes like the first step into a warm bath after a long day in the snow.
Then what's it taste like to you, Winifred?
Winifred is in tears because this is the best thing she's ever cooked. and it's it's the combination of uh winning a high stakes hand of poker honestly and the first sip of whiskey after a long mission.
Nice. Anybody else eating it?
No.
Keel's like, no, I told him I wasn't touching anything.
No, I pour myself a glass of wine from my flask I have, but that's about it. I sit and watch the guinea pigs.
Okay. All right. You have a nice time sitting there eating. I'm sure that all of that had to have taken quite a while. So just make sure you're long rested because dressing a deer and cooking it right there is gonna take a long time.
Oh yeah, we basically just completely got sidetracked the moment we appeared in this new realm.
Ooh, dear
The
pretty.
best thing the DM can do. Yeah.
Um, about like probably halfway through the meal is being cooked. Um, Akram is going to look around at everything in its bright and colorful beauty, and then look at his clothing and cast prestidigitation so that his robes are now green instead of black. I am not a
the
hazard anymore.
Is it like green, like the grass,
Yes,
or gotcha? Okay,
yeah,
okay, gotcha.
maybe some light speckles of white and dandelions and flowers and stuff to like
Like
blend
trying
in.
to
Yeah.
blend in a smidge and dig it.
Still with the skull dragon, but
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
no, actually, Ichor Blight is has not reverted back to the skull form.
oh,
He's
he's
still like
still.
a bluish purple.
Well, aren't we just going through a full aesthetic change, huh?
This is camouflage, and he
Oh,
doesn't
is that
need
what we're
his camouflage anymore.
It's tactical aesthetic.
doing? Fuck it, I'll get with the times. I cast prestidigitation on myself, and all the gems on my outfit turn into emeralds.
I like it. Very, very cool. Going green over here.
Nothing else about his outfit changes other than that.
Mikey, might want to turn up just a smidge.
Okay.
I will be buried in this coat.
Let me do that. Is that better?
That's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, Colt, we're gonna bury you in the hat. Don't worry. It's fine.
You just hear a voice kind of boom out of nowhere. Now, I'm glad you're enjoying the hospitality of the ideas, but you're gonna go deal with this issue? I mean, like ancient artifacts, kind of dangerous. Crazy man inside my brain letting out bad ideas.
Oh, absolutely. You just can't do anything worth doing on an empty stomach.
All right, okay, yeah, I'll take that down. Thank you.
But my stomach is always empty.
All right. So, where do we suppose this Kellen folk gonna be at?
uh, there's supposed to be a portal that takes us
Yes,
into the mind's
That's
eye.
right.
Ogman mentioned a portal inside the conservatory, which there's only one giant building right here in this realm.
That does seem to be the place.
And there's actually a railroad track leading straight to it. It's weird.
Huh.
Cue cinematic shot of me riding a horse down railroad tracks. I don't know what these are, but it just feels right.
Plot points. Yeah.
Uh, what is it called? I haven't used this ability in a minute. Uh, performance of creation. Railroad car, the kind that you have the lever. I can conjure a large, inanimate, non-magical object
Sounds great.
of any complexity. So, boom, we now have a vehicle for this.
Never literally railroaded a group, but that sounds wonderful.
That's great.
I'm with it.
Oh god.
All right, so y'all go up ahead, and I'm gonna pretend to be robbing you. I don't know what this is. It just feels right to me.
So I start pumping the lever, getting the cart moving in one direction down the tracks. Don't know if it's the right direction, just in a direction down the tracks.
Yeah, I mean, you guys see this giant building. It is down at the bottom of this valley. You guys are on top of the hill. You
Okay,
can't. You will know whether you're going the wrong way very quickly. There's
gotcha.
only one railroad track. It leads straight there. You don't know where the other side leads to. It kind of goes off into nothingness. You guys jump on this railroad cart and chocolate. Start slowly taking you guys towards the conservatory here. Colt and Winifred behind you. I assume playing like we're gonna catch him. Gotta get the train. Even though you guys aren't moving that fast.
Yeah.
Better yet, animating performance. Now it has the same movement speed as a horse.
Oh, perfect.
Great, love it. Yeah, they're neck and neck. Another great cinematic shot. Yeah. So you guys make your way to this giant white building, red roof, the inlaid beautifully, and two large double doors, gold handles, red filigree, or red doors with gold filigree. Sorry, they just kind of as you get closer, naturally open. And you see a hallway leading to a tiled room. A desk, a large desk sits in front of you. Two suits of armor on either side, and a light mandolin music playing the equivalent of lobby music, but with a mandolin. And
Do, do,
where? Oh,
do,
there we are.
do, 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 do,
And we're on the map.
do,
Everybody see the map.
Yes.
Jess. Zooming in.
Yep.
Oh, yep, now I see it. Just had center on it. Yes.
Excellent.
All right.
You walk into this tiled room. It is pristine, very clean. Like I said, lobby mandolin music playing over non-existent speakers into the ether, and the smell of lemongrass fills the air.
Interesting.
Nobody
All
sits at the desk in front of you. Empty chair.
So on either side of it that we can see as we're entering here, are these statues or are these monsters?
They are statues.
Okay.
So you think.
Porque no los dos.
The tank walks forward.
Okay. Um, uh, you walk forward, and a mist kind of rises from beneath the desk, and Wind Genasi now sits in the chair and says, "Why, hello! Welcome to the Conservatory of Ogma. Do you have any good ideas? Bad ideas? They came from here. We protect you. Now, please enter the security room behind me, and then we can start the tour."
Tour, you say? Does this tour include a portal?
Oh, no, that is not for you.
Oh,
Ah, but I was requested to go through the portal by Ogma himself.
Oh, Agma doesn't live here anymore. He's not the boss.
Oh, bit of a misnomer on the conservatorium, then calling it his.
Um,
I mean,
New management.
well, I think a tour sounds lovely.
Excellent. Please step into the security room.
I'm.
it may just be me coming from a post-apocalyptic world, but does anybody else have a slight unsettling feeling the fact that this god has corporatized his whole business and they've now taken over?
It gives me more than an unsettling feeling, just like being asked to go into a security room for a tour in a divine realm. You would
I
think
mean,
that.
there are a lot of sensitive items here, sir. We cannot just have the people going willy-nilly, fireball one, fireball one. No.
Yeah,
So,
but who are you for me to believe you over a god?
I am Jim.
But you haven't thought this idea through, Jim.
so,
Are you sure you're qualified for this position?
I sit at the front. I ask people to go into the security room. They put me here because I'm gregarious and I like to talk to people.
It
so
is
what
true.
happens in the security room, Jim? What precautions are there for
They
the?
just ask you to put your weapons away so you're not going bang bang everywhere.
I have no qualms with this.
Jim, what if we have no weapons?
But then just go in there real quick. Let them check. If you don't have anything to hide, then you shouldn't have a problem.
I mean, I'm carrying a giant pole arm. Like, I mean, I clearly have a weapon.
He's got a weapon.
Well, what the?
Hold on a second. I reach out, grab his pole arm, and pull my little genie vessel off and what weapon?
He has a point, Jim. What weapon?
Wonderful. If we disposed of that in some way, shape, or form, I don't know. But security is not my thing. The fact that
I'm
come
gonna
here,
hand
I
him
say,
all.
hello, I'm Jim. Come in. Please take a tour. Enjoy.
Look, do they pay? Are they paying you well here, Jim?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Are they paying you, Jim?
Yeah, sure. Benefits. Experience.
Oh,
Exposure.
he's an intern.
Always the best.
Jim is an intern.
Well, Jim, if this solves our problem, I wish you a good day. And I'm gonna go into the security room.
Wait, before you
Right.
go, can we have a small scene where I'm just handing over an
Oh,
absurd amount of weaponry to go
yeah.
into
There's
this
just like a
model?
small arsenal coming from your
Yeah,
pocket
there-
straight into my approach.
a
Yeah.
long arm, a pistol, a rapier, some knives.
I kind of want to take Jim and have him interview with the librarian.
Yeah, we just give him a business card.
I
If you're
No,
mean,
like
ever
I have a
looking,
plane. I have the amulet of the planes. I can literally take him and come back and just in a jiff.
this man is just a metaphysical concept in the mind of a god. I don't think we need to be taking him anywhere. I don't even know if he can
Okay.
exist outside this realm.
I wonder if he knows that.
Does the concept of Jim exist outside of the gods?
That'll be another session.
A therapy session with Jim. Deleted scenes and outtakes.
yeah,
We'll stream that on Friday night, okay?
there you go.
Okay,
Uh,
I go into the security room.
yeah.
Same.
Sure, excellent. So the security room is this room right back here. Oh, I'm this ugly green color. Gross. Let's get some polygon review. Boom. Okay. Yeah, you guys go in. The door just kind of closes behind you. And there is a voice that comes over the speaker. This is not Jim. It's actually Ogma's voice. It says, please place your weapons in the weapon safety unit, and they will be teleported to our weapon safe. They will be returned to you when you leave.
We have no weapons that need to be declared.
I've got a dagger. I'll be honest, and I pull like the last dagger I have. It's really small and shitty. It's like, there you go. It's my last weapon.
Sure, yeah, definitely. The Keel, I'm gonna need you to roll a deception check.
Alrighty. Where did 20 run to? Sec. Hold on. My D20 took a dive.
I'm going to have Ickerblight give him the help action by
Okie dokie. So,
Uh.
what's he give me boost wise?
he gets advantage.
Advantage. Okay.
And how,
I'm gonna finger guns at him and give him bardic inspiration as well.
okay, how is Ickerbite helping?
Ickerblight is going to fly over and sit in the weapons depository and say, "Am I a weapon?"
All right. And so
It
you
starts to
said,
scan Ickerblight for a minute. Yeah.
and you said this was deception.
Yes.
All right. So first roll, I rolled 5. I only got 1 dice, so I'm just gonna re-roll it again for the advantage. That one rolled much better. That was a 15 with a +4 charisma and my proficiency bonus.
Nice. Yeah, you pass. So yeah, they do not see anything suspicious with you. They scan Ickerblight, and as you do, Ickerblight kind of like flashes between his skin color and the bones, and then just another shot of his like muscles, and then the veins, and then back to whatever version he is right now, and the voice says, "It's not a knife." Sorry, I had to. And then I guess when Iggerblight jumps off is when you put your knife in there, Winifred, and it starts to scan it. And it says, "Well, that's a knife." And it just like hits it with this bright white light and disappears. And Agma's voice comes over the speaker and says, "Thank you for your honesty. You'll be able to pick those up later. They're being stored in our weapons safety room."
I've got to get that knife back. It was it was a gift from my dear mom.
This is just a recording of Agma's voice. Conversation with him.
I'm just going along with the ruse, guys.
All right.
And the double doors on the other side of this room, and the double doors that you just came through, you hear an audible click where they unlock.
All right.
Shall we proceed?
I push open the door.
Yep.
Knock, knock.
And it is a hallway in front of you, a double door. This one metal, though, and has a very intricate lock on it, a big turning wheel.
Like a vault door kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
a double door vault door. Very intricate. Two.
And there's nothing else in this hallway room.
As you guys kind of go there, sorry, I'm revealing more as you guys
Oh,
kind of go along here.
that's okay.
Hallway kind of doubles back right there. Same thing. You hear
So,
that mandolin music playing still, just kind of throughout the hallways here.
so is this supposed to be a guided tour, or is it just one of those wander around things?
Um, give me perception checks.
Uh,
15.
I rolled a 1.
Perception check.
24.
23.
Right, yeah. Everybody but McKeel is able to. You kind of start looking around and realize that there are these lines on the floor that seem to be arrows leading you to different places, and on the there will be like an arrow, and then right across it'll say like east wing and then west wing.
Okay. Uh, well, I think that we should pick a direction and explore, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh, I do vote for West Wing as it was the better show.
I'm fine.
I'm fine with that.
All right.
Alonzi.
Oh, I also, as soon as we left that security room, I used Performance of Creation to create a glaive.
Create a glaive.
Yeah.
I can
Okay.
just get your 1 back if you like.
Yeah, but this one I can just conjure in and out of my hand at will until I need my real one.
Fair. I'll just hold on to it now. Winifred, do you need a gun back?
Does anything happen when he makes the glaive appear in his hand?
uh, Not right when he does it. Nope.
Uh,
Do we want to curve up or do we want to see? Is there anything going down from where we're at?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, forgot.
I'll hide my pistol. I won't put on the long arm, but I'll take my pistol back.
Gotcha. I'll slide a hand it to you.
Much appreciated. Ugh, chilly.
You look down and now the words with the down arrow read lobby. The as it looks down. If you are continuing to look down at the directions, there's now a green line branching off of the white line, and it says chronergy and security. Sorry, chronergy and weapons room.
That's
Uh,
probably not where we want to go.
can I run over to the other side and see what it says over there, where the red line is?
Sure, yeah, definitely, man.
All right.
Yeah. So as you do that, you see forge, holding area, corporate offices.
Okay. Um, I run back and reveal that to the party.
Yeah.
We've
Just
got
for
corpo offices and holding cells that way.
I'm going to send Blight down to see what's over here.
yeah, let's check all our options here real quick. Did the room on the over by the red line also continue around like it did on this side, or is there anything
Oh
south?
yes, yeah.
Okay.
So we'll continue.
Yeah, I kind of got the impression.
Why didn't it connect? Oh, no, there you go.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, there's that one black line. God damn it.
There's a wall!
Damn fog of war!
You attempt to punch the magical darkness.
All right. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So. Yeah. The red one. Where were you going next?
I
Quickly.
just wanted to see what that is and then what the yellow line down here is.
If that was any different, yeah.
Yeah. So Ickerblade's checking out the blue one and I'm checking out the yellow one.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Because, I
Good
mean,
play.
technically we're allowed to be where we are right now. So
Yeah,
we're
we
not
went through security.
breaking and entering, so there's no reason for us to not kind of split up and wander around a little bit, I feel.
Split the party. It always goes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that is true.
Blue says restrooms, interrogation room, break room, and library. Sorry, not library. Records.
Mm.
None of these really sound like a room with a portal in it.
What did Yellow say?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yellow says corporate offices, Ogma's office, conference room.
So like probably there, right?
Well, he said something about a workshop, but I mean, maybe
There's an
his
armory, or a forge rather.
personal workshop?
Let's check the big man's office first. If I was an egotistical maniac who tried to throw a god out of his own domain, that's probably where I would set up shop,
I mean, Eggfort did it.
right?
I see no fault in this logic. Yeah, let's raid the man's office and see if there's any details, I think.
Sounds good.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Of the idea, there's just a whole ass warhorse just clopping through this very corporate
This is
building,
gotta be method. There's no reason to hide that. Yeah.
Bathrooms.
like all good lobbies should.
Yeah. Even though you guys haven't gone in there, I'm just gonna reveal it. Those are bathrooms. Okay, yeah, you make your way here. As you look to your left, there are two doors, another hallway to your left, and then at the end of the hallway, it seems to curve around to the left, but there is a door directly in front of you at the end of this hallway, and the door says Ogma's office.
That's the one I want.
I will investigate the door. 23.
But what specifically are you investigating other than just the door?
Well, it's been taken over. So, traps, magical traps, weird funky shit, somebody scratching off Ogma's name and adding their own. Like, yeah.
Okay, there we go. All right, heard. Yeah. Ogma's name has exactly been scratched through. You couldn't see it from down there. But as you get closer, you can see that his name has been scratched through. No name has been written anywhere else. As far as what'd you get with your
20,
investigation? Like 23.
23.
Yeah. With a 23, it's very good. You notice quite a bit of dust on the handle.
Hmm. No one's been in here for a while. Or, correction, no one's passed through this door in a while.
Well, he did say he locked himself in there. In his mind, that is.
Um, I'm going to poke the door with the glaive that I am carrying.
Okay. You poke the door with the glaive that you are carrying, and you are no longer carrying that glaive as it is ripped out of your hand.
Okay, so it just ceases to exist.
No, it's pulled out of your hand.
Oh, right, but I stopped focusing on it the minute it leaves my hand, so it
Oh,
just
I see.
pooped.
Okay, gotcha. Oh,
It's a
okay.
conjured item, yeah. It's not a
Gotcha.
real
Okay,
glaive.
right. I thought you were asking a question. You were telling me what was going on.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay, heard.
yeah. It just ceases to exist when it leaves my hand.
Okay, yeah.
Well, that's new.
Oh.
Reach out, put hand on door.
What are you trying to do when you do that?
I'm seeing if I get pulled anywhere when I touch the door.
You put your hand on the door, and if you're just trying to see what happens when you touch the door, you touch the door.
Okay, cool. Yeah. It seems to respond to weapons and not actual just touch.
I guess it doesn't recognize these guns.
Hmm.
Um, is there any space between the bottom of the door and the ground?
Very, very little.
Yeah, I
Like,
just I have one of those like thieves' tool mirrors that every rogue carries on them. So yeah, just too thin for me to stick the glass through to see anything.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like it's not
that's what I was
airtight.
wondering.
I use mage hand to turn the knob.
You use mage hand as your mage hand touches the knob, it disappears.
All right. I grab the doorknob
Okay, and
and
what are you just grabbing it, or
I'm turning it. I'm gonna open the door.
you go in?
Yes, the most dangerous trap in any D&D game, a door.
I mean, sometimes.
It's a smidge more complicated than that, but yeah, it's a door. And you go in, but then the door immediately shuts behind you.
All right. That's not ominous at all. Good thing I'm immune to fear.
In this room is a large desk. Papers strewn about. It is messy. It's messy in here. The Agma is not a organized person. There's a couple of plants to each side that have long died. A two statues of these weird looking creatures. They're like six legs and kind of like pigs, but not. They're very weird looking. Yeah. Roll a nature check for me.
Nature check. I am not proficient in nature.
I like to use some of these weird skills.
All right.
Weird skills
That
are
is
good.
19?
19.
Yeah.
Not sure. You don't know what it is. You can tell with a 19 that though it kind of looks like a pig, it is most definitely not. It's maybe insectoid of some sort, but it's definitely not mammalian.
Okay.
Yeah. At the bottom of these statues, they're little bronze plates, and one of them reads Plopsy, and one of them reads Max.
Plopsy and Max. Okay. Um,
And he's got a large golden yellow chair, not like gold, but just golden yellow. But it's got stains on it from where he's dropped stuff. Like I said, the room is pretty messy. Anyway, before we get back to you, you got three folks outside the door. What are you guys doing?
Um, there was other doors leading off this hallway, correct?
Oh, yeah, there were two others back here. Then I just realized I should probably reveal these hallways because you did walk past them.
So,
So yeah, yeah,
You good in there, Shocklin? I kind of say through the door, if you can hear me.
you can.
I can hear them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just some weird statues, ugly desk, ugly chair, kind of a mess.
Can you come out of the office, or are you stuck?
I tried the door.
You just go for the handle again.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You leave. The door slams behind you.
Oh, it's just a rude door.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Seems to be. Well, if that's anything useful in his office?
I didn't get a chance to look. Y'all had me come out as soon as I got in.
Well, fuck it.
I mean,
Open the door. Does it open again?
You do.
Yeah.
The doorknob doesn't turn.
Huh.
Uh, I open it again.
The doorknob doesn't turn.
Well,
Okay.
hmm.
we know there's not a portal in that room. That's 3 rooms of this giant ass building down. So,
I'm going to
Something at least.
I'm going to try the knob myself.
Oh,
I'm going to cast knock on the door.
sure. Yeah. And you're just trying.
Just open.
You're just trying to unlock it. You're trying to open the door, like get it open.
Open the door. If it's locked,
Okay.
then it will disarm the lock.
Right. Right. Yeah. I know how
Yeah.
lock. I understand how the spell works. It's yeah. So yeah. You cast knock, and you even hear it knock, knock, knock. The door opens for you. You're kind of ushered in quickly. You kind of feel yourself being pulled in, and the door.
I slam my immovable rod against the door and activate it.
Let's see how a movable rod is. Like to play is.
and the joke I make every session, friend.
Milan.
Um. Yeah, yeah. You stick your immovable rod out and it goes to close, but it hits the immovable rod. It is slowly moving the immovable rod though. Yeah.
This is baffling. Okay, I would estimate that we have about 5 minutes to explore and then get the fuck out of here.
All right. I dip under the rod back into the room.
Akram is going to look at the statues and immediately say, "Oh, this must be his puppies."
They are his puppies. Yes.
I am staying on the horse in the hallway, like obscuring anyone looking at the door. It's me on the horse, just standing there, like,
Just yeah, sideways.
yeah, nothing to see here.
All right. I just want to kind of like dig around on the papers on his desk.
Yeah, lots of them are doodles, honestly. But you can't, and then he's named the doodles like this or that, so you can't really tell if these are just him messing around or whether these are actual ideas. But on some of them you do see like X's, like red X's on them. Other than that, there are some documents with spreadsheets and stuff on there on the desk as well.
Okay. Yeah, I can't make heads or tails of any of this. This looks like the scribblings of a madman.
These are the scribblings of a madman. Uh,
You know what? Touche.
but unfortunately, this does not seem to have anything relevant to what we're looking for. So with that, I'm gonna get out of here before I get locked in this office. I have seen what I need to see.
Yeah, I follow suit.
Same. And I will step
Okay.
back and untrigger the rod.
Yep, and the door slams shut. Yeah. So, like I said, there are those two hallways down. This hallway you're looking down right here. There are three doors on the left, two on the right. Once again, if anybody needs to use the restroom, there's a restroom to your right.
Why does this man have so many bathrooms? Like,
It's an office. They gotta have bathrooms, dude.
No, my question is, why does he have his office butting up to one of the stalls in a bathroom with no door between them?
Did you
We
look
should have
behind
checked
all
for
of the
holes in the wall.
pictures?
I'm not entirely certain the regulation that OSHA puts on mine palaces.
Yeah, this is all against regulation.
We're gonna have to take these walls out. You understand.
Um, well, we tried the obvious one. Or do we want to, like he suggested earlier, cover more ground or just take the tour?
I mean, we didn't exactly see a tour guide anywhere. Unless
Yeah, but
Jim
this
was.
could be one of those self-interactive tours.
Did anyone
Well
see any
then.
like headphones at the entrance?
There were some flyers on the desk, you know. No,
Yeah.
nobody asked. Nobody took a flyer. You guys were fucking with Jim. He was off his game because you guys were messing with him. Normally he's very good about handing people the map and the flyers, but you know.
I'm just gonna take a stab at the wind here, and I'm going to pick a door at random, and I'm going to push it open and see what's inside.
Okay. Reveal, here we go.
Shockland's in the middle of telling the other two about the importance of the buddy system if you're gonna split the party.
But I always have a buddy.
Yeah, same. Wait a second, where's your buddy?
I pull out my mandolin. Uh, yeah, I was going to
And
go. At that note, I'm going to go chase after McKeel.
Yeah, Mikhail, when you open the door, a very simple desk, a bunch of cloth is on this particular desk. There's a mannequin in the top left of the room here that has a robe on.
Uh, Portal? Any portal?
No
Nope.
portal.
Nope. No portal. Next door.
um, I am going to send Ickerblight back to the desk at the front, and he's gonna land on the desk, and his eyes are gonna kind of glaze over, and Akram's voice is gonna come through him. Mr. Jim,
Fuck was Jim's voice? Yes. There we go. I think that was it. Yep.
Yeah.
yeah. Um, is there a map or some sort of auditory
Oh, of course. I'm
device?
so sorry. We had the discussion about the security. Really messed with me. So you're on the tour now. Yes. It's normally it is guided, but we've had some turnover recently. We're down all of our tour guides, and I have to sit at the desk. So here are some maps. Please look around. Don't go in any of the areas that are locked. I feel it's pretty obvious, right? If something
Right.
looks dangerous, maybe just don't touch it. Okay? Yeah.
Right. I just wanted to make sure that if there was something that my party was interested in viewing and learning about, that we wouldn't miss it.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Thank you. And Ickerblight's eyes go back to normal. He grabs the map and flies off.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. With that, the map opens up to you guys.
Oh,
So everything looks like exhibits. I don't see any log rides or roller coasters. So we should be good.
Clearly not the domain of the guy with the good ideas.
I mean, I feel like things might have been rearranged a little bit when they overthrew the guy.
Oh,
But
that's a good point. Maybe the new guy is the guy who has all the bad ideas, and Agma used to have good ideas before he was kicked out of his workshop.
or maybe nobody's having ideas now at all.
That could be it.
Quick, think of something completely original.
I begin playing a four-chord song on my on my mandolin.
Well, that
Nice.
can't be it. I've never heard that before.
That's too much. Okay. So the area is definitely opened up to you, but it kind of tells you the same thing that was written on the things, really. You knew that the red one was the forge and the holding zone. It told you the corporate offices were this way, and the conference room and Agba's office. And then everything over here, it told you the in the top left, it said chronergy and weapons security zone, and then down here it said break room. Or oh, I'm not pinging. My bad. The bottom left, it said break room. I think it said interrogation room, bathrooms, and records.
Well, I mean, I guess we can investigate each of these areas. I mean, this kind of feels more like a vacation than an adventure. But looking at this map, unless it's tucked away somewhere in one of the obvious areas, it's probably in
The
one of
big
the
magic circle, right?
offices or in the vault or the break room.
Like, to me, it looks like it's got to be the room with the big magic circle.
What is that one labeled?
It's not.
It's not
It's the room in
Uh,
the top right, though.
that one.
Yeah.
well, the red line said forge and holding area.
Okay.
Okay. Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, do we all want to pick a color?
Sure. I'll go scout over in the blue area. I'll take the blue line if anybody wants to take another color. There doesn't seem to be anything hostile here. But if you get in trouble, shout.
I'll continue looking through the yellow area.
Gonna make my way back.
Okay.
Um, well, I don't have much use for chronergy, but I'll go take a look at the forge.
Okay. So I guess I'll head to the blue area. I mean, the green area.
Alrighty.
Split the party. We're all gonna die.
It's okay. I have raised dead. I think. Yeah, I have raised dead.
Alrighty. So you're going to the forge. And where exactly are you going, Akaram? You're just
I'll start with the chronergy room.
all right. That's that room. The and McKeel.
Yep, I'm going through the blue area, and I'm just gonna kind of go until I see a room that looks important.
Right.
Most of this was
To,
like break
to
rooms and
your left,
bathrooms, so.
say interrogation A, interrogation B. There is a bathroom to your right. They're both non-gender labeled, and you want to go in there? Okay. You stopped for a second. I was like, okay, yeah.
I mean, I was just letting you narrate.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. If you continue that way, on the first door on the next door on your right, it says break room.
Okay. Yeah, I just poke my head in here just to see if there's. Still looking for a portal. I'm assuming it would be giant and glowy of some kind. Is the impression I'm working on. So if there's nothing like obviously stand out in these rooms, I'll move through.
Sure. Hold on. I want you to pause right there. You can move into that room. Winifred, you can move into that room. And what you doing down there, Jacqueline? You going into that room?
I'm gonna poke my head into each of these rooms until I get to the one at the top here.
All right, you poke your head in the first room. Nothing really boring room. Uh, yeah, that room as you open the door, um, uh, you see a bunch of small, like basketball sized, like green basketballs with like little lumps on them. All curled up in a corner of the room. And there's probably like 9 or 10 of them, but they're kind of like all clumped up together in one corner of the room. Winifred, when you walk into the forge, a metal beam whoosh, slams behind you on the door. In front of you is a large fire. To the top is a anvil with a hammer above it. There is a large pile of red chalk over here and piles of ingots over here. And then Akram, when you walk into that room, the door behind you has rods. They just go shing shing behind it and kind of lock into place. In front of you is a dial. Surrounding the dial are four hourglasses. Each one of them is right now is full on the bottom but empty up top. The dial itself is a bright yellow gold. This is actually gold. Around the room are bookshelves with what appear to be notes and just some other items. In the corner um, is a box that is just overflowing with rocks. As you move into the break room, McKeel, you see very comfy leather sofas and two large pig-like creatures with like 6 legs, and two little teeth that come out like this, and real soft, wet eyes, and
It's basically the same things that we saw in the statues of in Agma's office.
yeah,
Huh.
they are both napping on the couches in the break room.
Oh, so they're asleep.
Yeah.
I mean, do these look like sentient creatures or they just look like critters? Like, are they wearing office clothes?
No, they are not wearing office clothes. No.
Okay, so these are not just confirming that these are not the office workers. Okay. I'm just going to very quietly just float through the room, just kind of, that's interesting and neat, and I'm just going to continue along my way, making a note of their location.
Okay. Go ahead, give me a stealth roll, and then we're gonna
Certainly.
jump we'll jump over to Shocklin.
I rolled a 14. What's my stealth modifier? This should be pretty good. Stealth +4, so that's 18.
Yeah, you're good. They're pretty well asleep. They're like one of them like rolls over onto its belly on the couch, up on top, yeah, and like just starts snoring. The little snot bubble pops out. Yeah, Shocklin.
So there's a bunch of lumpy green basketball-sized things curled up in a corner in here. Are they like moving at all? Are they alive looking or?
Yeah, they seem to be moving a little bit. Yeah, like you don't need to make a perception check for that. Like you're staring right at them, and they're just like almost like they're breathing. Yeah.
Okay. Um, I am just going to lock that door. I'm gonna like walk out of that room and just lock that door behind me, like put stuff in front of it. Like I don't want to know what those are.
Okay, I'm gonna need a stealth check. Yeah.
Stealth check for that.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, I'm not skilled at that. But I will take an 18 plus 2 plus 2, so 22.
Nice. Yep. You were able to slowly sneak out of that room. And now we're gonna jump back to Winifred.
So the gate swung down behind me.
Yep.
Uh,
Right in front of you, anvil up top, red chalk right here, and a bunch of ingots right here.
okay. Can I do an investigation check on it using my smithing tools proficiency? Trying to
Sure.
get a
Yeah.
feel for this forge.
Yeah, definitely.
One of the few times smithing tools actually comes into play. Gotta love it.
Told you I like to some weird stuff out.
Alrighty, so that's gonna be a +5 to this. Come on, dice. Gods damn it. Okay, that's only a 12.
Um, Looks like a relatively normal forge. You're proficient with Smith's tools, so you've been around a forge before, right?
Yeah, yeah. I grew up in a
And
gnomish village.
you literally have your Smith's tools in your hand. Then you look around and you don't see any other Smith's tools.
Just the hammer that's hanging over the anvil, right?
So it's not hanging over the anvil. It is sitting like straight up on a it's just like sitting sharp, almost like on a sconce above of the anvil.
Gotcha. Can I try to pick up the hammer?
If you go over there, you notice that it is, like I said, connected to the wall, and the hammer is connected to that thing, connected to the wall.
So fully ornamental.
Make an investigation check for me.
Cool. That's a 10.
And it is here. You know,
Yeah.
that's what you know. Yeah.
Um, I guess I'm gonna.
You got it. We're coming back to you.
Yeah.
Akaram.
Hmm. Yes.
Um.
Uh,
Uh. Yeah. Tell me what you. Yeah.
as the bars slam behind them, Akram is going to turn. Is every door here rude? And then I'm going to investigate the dial.
Go ahead. Roll it for me.
27.
Take 27.
Yes.
Shit. Yeah. Yeah. The dial ancient style of clock, a celestial clock. But it doesn't. That is what the clock face is, but it doesn't seem to actually be connected to the way that this mechanism works exactly. There is one hand pointing straight up, and like I said, there are four hourglasses with a 27. You're able to tell that each hourglass has a different amount of sand in it, and you're not quite sure how much without probably messing around with it a little bit. But damn, 27 is good. But you do notice not on the clock face, but on the out layer of the kind of like metal around the clock, is that there seem to be 60 ticks around the outside of the clock.
Hmm. So I've mastered death. Now I have to master time. Then I can master space and become a god myself. And I flip the hourglass closest to me.
um,
So
this one right here.
this one.
All right. Let me roll a d4 because I did not actually assign these. Right. You flip this hourglass, which seems to have the second least amount of sand in it. When you do that, the room goes boom and kind of fills with this yellow light. The clock starts to move. A but the light fills the room, and then the stones in the top left begin to move and shake within this box. Starts to form into a creature of sorts. Where the hell? There it is. And then another one kind of splits off of that after it's formed. Two large, as far as bulky, but still medium-sized creature. The winged stone beasts stand in the corner of the room. Gonna need you to roll initiative for me, and then I'm gonna jump over to McKeel next.
Initiative will be 17.
17. Thank you. Keel, what you doing?
Can carefully closing the door to the room with the pigs behind me. I'm just
Okay.
gonna continue my investigation going north. Um, coming to this room, unless I hear something,
All
I
right.
probably.
When you look to your right, this room just says records on it. It's a normal wooden door.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not the kind of type that's just gonna leaf through a bunch of the records on the off chance that I see what I want. I poke my head in though to see if there is a portal in here.
There does not seem to be a portal in here. Um,
Then yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time poking around in the records and just keep going.
yeah. Let me know if you're going up, right? And we'll go to Shockland real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna keep going north and just loop back around.
Sure. Yeah, yeah. As you do that, there's a room to your right, and it says weapon security zone.
Okay, so that's where his dagger probably went to.
There you go. All right, Shockland, on to you.
Uh, So now that I have successfully escaped that creepy room, I am going to go up to this next one and go in.
Okay. As you go in, there is just a obsidian bust sitting on the desk. There is a kind of like a piece of paper, like kind of shoved under and beside.
Okay. Um, does the obsidian bust appear magical?
Appear magical.
I mean, I can use detect magic.
If you use detect magic, the
Yeah, I'll take a few minutes to cast detect magic as a ritual.
sure, yeah, the yes, it is magical. The
Okay. Um, I'm just going to go on a limb here and go, hello.
hello.
Ah, excellent. Are you the tour guide by chance?
Does it look like I can lead you anywhere?
I'm in a divine realm that was once run by a god. I am not making assumptions at this point.
I am not a tour guide, but I can lead you many places.
Really? Do you know where the portal is?
Well, of course.
Excellent. And if you don't mind answering a very simple question, are you pro Agma or pro Kellen?
I am pro the conservatory and our mission.
Which is what?
Disperse knowledge. We can lead you many places.
I see. Do you mind if I take a peek at that? And I gesture to the paper sitting underneath the bust.
Yeah, it's my business card. And it says Mr. Hinthead.
Mr. Hented. Okay. Uh, excellent. Mr. Hented, where is the portal?
It's behind the giant vault doors.
And the combination or key to those is where?
Above my pay grade.
Fair. Uh, could you point me in the right direction?
Well, if I needed a key, I'd go to a forge.
Touche. It is clear I did not come prepared for a battle of wits with an obsidian statue.
Well, even though I'm obsidian, I'm not dense. Ha ha ha.
Fair enough, because then you'd be basalt.
Ha ha ha.
Uh, I bid you good day.
And you. May you go many places with knowledge. And we're back to Winifred.
Okay. Um, I guess being in a forge, the first thing I do is start heating some ingots.
Yeah,
Um,
you go heat some ingots.
um,
As they begin to melt, they also seem to like go away. And you look over to the anvil and hammer, and the hammer from the bottom just starts to drip the metal, and then the hammer comes down and bang, and hits it. And just turns it into another ingot.
Redundant, but nifty. Uh, I, I, gosh, I guess I'll take another look around it. You said there was red chalk, a big pile of it.
This giant red thing in the room with you is a giant pile of red. It's look how big it is, like on the map. I mean, it spans like 5 feet. It's
Okay.
it stands like like 3 feet tall, a giant pile of red.
Okay. Um, I take it I don't see any like molds for things in this shop.
You don't see anything for a mold. Um, and you start to look at this chalk, like just even in your hand, it kind of like is getting on you and on the ground though.
Yeah, I know, Colt. Okay, I won't get it on your fur. Fuck. Uh, okay. Good gosh. Um, so the ingots just getting made back into ingots. That's neat. Uh,
Give me a perception check. How about
oh,
this?
that's great. 27.
27. You look at this chalk that's kind of like coming down, and then it's on you, and it kind of makes you realize that as you look around this room that it's not everywhere, but it's really localized in this area and near the anvil.
Uh, take some chalk to the anvil.
Okay.
And put I put some chalk on the anvil, and then I throw another ingot into the forge.
And this time it crushes the chalk. And then there's another ingot there though. I'm gonna come back to you in a second. All right, the Akaram.
Yes.
What do you? Actually, one of them gets to go first. I just realized this gargoyle is going to just sprint towards you here. Put a, there. And it is going to make a bite attack and a claw attack into you. Does a 14 or a 16 hit?
It does not.
All right, yeah, this one just it gets on top of you though, and just wings batting, but you're able to just push him away. And it is now your turn.
Mhm. I really. It would be nice if you guys were programmed to say something instead of just attack me. So I guess I'll just have to get rid of you. And right in between the two of them, I'm going, or actually, one square back, I'm going to cast Shatter.
Okay, excellent. Was that a con save or wisdom?
Yes.
Con.
Constitution save. 19.
All right. Well, the one in front of you failed with a natural one. The one in the back, though, surprisingly passes. Yeah.
Sweet.
And so the one in front of you is going to take how much damage?
Let me check on that. Let me get my dice together. One, two, three, four. huh. 10, 15, 16, 17, 24.
24.
Um,
Do they
yeah.
take double that or something because they're like made
No,
of
they
stone?
just they're inorganic, so they take disadvantage on the saving throw. So he's still
Okay,
the
gotcha.
one that takes half still takes half.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. The right, so 24 total. So this one goes from 50 to 24. Oh, oopsie. And so he takes 12. All right. It is now the one in the back's turn. It too is going to fly up towards you and start attacking. Boom, boom.
That bite will hit.
Okay, excellent.
As a reaction, I am going to use Tomb of Levistus, and
Okay,
my body is completely entombed in ice. And that ice has temporary hit points of 120. No, flat 120.
a flat 120.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have 120 hit points. You're encased in ice. Does this thing hit you first, or does that stops? Okay, heard. Gotcha. This thing does 7 points of damage as it chips away with its stone teeth into a giant block of ice, just clawing and biting. We'll come back to you. That's the end of that round. Akil, where are you going, dude? What you doing? You're muted.
Sorry.
You.
I'm just kind of gonna continue my way around. This was the weapons room.
Yes,
We
yes, yes.
don't really need to go into there. And I'm gonna kind of continue back around here, and I'm starting to wonder where the hell my buddy was, because he was supposed to continue down this green line,
Yeah.
and I can
So
see the
to
hallway that he is
your
not here.
yeah, to your left, it says trash, and to your right, there's no door here, and there's no sign, but it's obviously a kitchen and like cafeteria. The down to your right. Um,
Gotcha. I'm gonna make my way back towards the center security room, the white line area.
yep.
Looking for my pal here. So I'm gonna come. Is this door? Is it just a door to my left?
That is a double door. And above it says Chronergy.
Okay. Well, I continue on back here unless I notice anything out of the ordinary.
Other than your missing party member, yeah, nothing out of the ordinary really. If you're just kind of hanging out right there, you hear the mandolin, and it kind of changes and starts a new one, and then you hear Jim say, "Ooh, it's such a good one, yeah, yeah, let's do it." Yeah, and we'll jump back to Shocklin.
So with the hint that I received from Senor Hinthead, I am going to move towards the forge.
Okay,
Am I
you
able to get in?
No, this door is like you go to open it and it is locked tight. And a voice comes out of a speaker, and it's Ogma's voice, and he says, somebody's taking this tour right now. Oh my god, I haven't turned it into Australian. My bad. Ogma. Somebody's taking this tour right now. Just be a little patient.
I'd rather not be.
Uh, Dimension door.
Okay. I believe you can do that.
500-foot range.
Yeah, do you have to be able to see it? Is the big thing.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay,
You,
cool. You're
you
good,
can
man.
just
Yeah.
be like 100 feet upwards.
Right. Okay. So what do you say?
10 feet forward.
10 feet forward. Boring. Yeah.
Into the forge.
If I hadn't been given a map,
Right.
it
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
could have got me to go into a wall.
They've got tours. Of course, they have little maps. Just nobody asked Jim for one. Yeah.
So
So
I poof into the room next to like and when they're with Winifred, I'm just like, there you are.
Thank God you're here.
You hear that, Ogma? You were thanked.
Oh, one of them. Anyway, um, so quick recap. If you heat an ingot, it magically goes into the hammer, pours out onto the anvil, hammer hits it, and becomes an ingot again. Uh, all I know so far is there's a lot of red chalk dust over in this pile and at the anvil.
Red chalk dust in the pile and at the anvil. If you put an ingot into the forge, it heats up, teleports, gets struck by the hammer, and goes back to being an ingot.
Yes. So the ingot might be overcomplicating things. It might just have to do with chalk and anvil.
Well, we need to make a key.
Um, then I take some of the chalk and draw a key on the anvil and stand back.
I'll throw an ingot on the fire.
It disappears. Metal pours out of the hammer. Hammer hits the drawing of a key, and a metal key sits on the anvil. The
Oh,
doors open.
that was a good call, Winifred.
Thank you.
Was that Colt's idea?
All right.
I step in front of Colt and go, "It was me," and he bristles.
That's good.
You hear in your head, "No."
Uh,
Okay, we're
I I put a carrot in front of Colt to go. I know.
all right. We're gonna jump back to Akarum.
The other gargoyle has a turn before me.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, yeah. Appreciate it. Yeah. We're gonna roll the all right the that one jumps we rolled twice. There's no reason for it to roll twice. The all right, so it 7 and a 12. Yeah,
They
it
both
starts.
will. They both will hit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you're encased in a block of ice. The
Yes.
for 8 damage. The how long can you send that block of ice for?
Oh, it melts now because I'm about to attack.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Hurt. Okay, so 8 damage, and the block of so these things are just clawing and punching and headbutting it, even just trying to crack through this ice. It kind of headbutts in, starts to get a little woozy, and you drop the ice. It immediately melts.
And I cast Eldritch Blast. What is my to attack? 25,
Yeah,
22, and 19.
all of those will hit. Yep.
Okay. D10, D10, D10. All of them are going to go to Gargoyle Red.
Okay.
So base is 15, 17, 24, 32 damage.
32 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it look like when you shoot your
He quickly just flicks his wrist, and his wand springs forth from his robe, and he clutches it, and then three like bright lights with a black center pulse forward.
There you go. And they go into this gargoyle. Do they hit at the same time or one by one?
Like rapid succession.
Yeah, and so one like hits him in the arm and blows this arm off. The other one knocks the leg out from under him as the third quickly hits him in the head, driving it off, crumbling the stone before you. The other gargoyle is going to attack.
That bite will hit.
Yeah, the nat 20. It's gonna do 12 damage. Or no, sorry. I misread that. 8 damage.
Okay. -8.
Excellent. And that is its turn. McKeel, from outside, standing there, just kind of just looking around. Standing on your broom or sitting on your broom. You hear a and kind of a small explosion coming from the chronergy room, and there's a little light outside the room that says "Tour in progress." Inside the room, Akaram, a voiceover starts, and it says, "This is the time of Ogma." Yeah, and it starts to recount the history of Ogma. In this particular one that you have flipped, it is talking about his early years, but not his childhood. Right, his early adult years is what it's talking about. The ideas that he created. A lot of this has to do actually with Plopsy and Max, and their connection as well. Anyway, McKeel, what are you doing?
I'm gonna poke the door. Is the door open, or is it
Uh,
locked?
no, it is locked currently. And that same voiceover that kind of came to Shockland that says, to "Hold your horses." There's a tour in progress.
Hmm.
Whoever's out there, it's fine. I'm taking care of it.
I have no reason to doubt that. All right. Well, I'm just gonna continue looking then. I'm gonna go back to this room and check out the trash room just for shits and giggles. If says he's got that in hand, he's got that in hand.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna go into that trash room and investigate it, I guess, and see if there's
So
anything.
as you walk into this trash room, you see seated on top of a kind of a just a box, a crate of sorts. Is a giant insectoid, and unlike um, uh, uh, the dogs you saw earlier, who were not in suits, this one is. Bug legs crossed in front of him. One bug hand like this, the other like this, the other two down there, the across like this, and then two, and then like one of them has a cigarette. And he says, "Hey,
Hello,
what's
am I interrupting anything?
Nah, I'm the janitor. What?"
Ah, then you would happen to have a good idea about this place, wouldn't you? We're currently here looking for a miscreant who has been doing nefarious things in this pallet. We're looking for a portal to where he's holed up. Would you know anything about that?
Yeah, the portal room's in the middle, man. Like, what? I'm on my break. I'm not the tour guide. Go ask Jim. Jesus, he likes to talk to people.
Well, thank you for that. Very nice description. I look around at the. This is like a trash room, right?
There
what's
is
in
just
here?
a bunch of refuse in this room, and this guy's smoking a cigarette, and like I said, it's a giant insectoid. It's a large creature. But he is in a suit, a black suit, a black tie, no shoes or anything like that on. But he's smoking a cigarette, and he kind of gets to the end of it. He puts it down. He stomps on it. He says, all right, brace over, and he just starts gobbling up this trash, and he looks at you and says, "Got anything?"
I'm good. I'll leave you to your tasks, sir.
Hold
I
on now.
say as I'm
And the door slams shut because all these doors are rude. And the says, "No, no, no. You want some questions? I got some for you. What you got? What you got on you, man?"
uh uh do, do, do I
And go
see
ahead and yeah, roll
roll
a
initiative?
yeah, roll. I want you to roll a nature check, and I want you to roll initiative for me.
Okay, I rolled. And let me pull up what actually can I even do nature? Probably not. Nature. Yeah, nature's int. I suck at int. So that's going to be whatever I roll with the
You do have my bardic inspiration still.
I do, but I don't know if I want to blow it on this. So I rolled an 11.
Roll an 11.
Yep.
Yeah, no, you're not sure what this is. Now initiative, please.
Okay. All right. So that was going to be 21.
21. I didn't pick the thing. It's okay though. Odd. What's your modifier?
My +4.
That's four. All right, you go first.
Okay, okay. Well, if
And he's
he's
moving toward. He is like, yeah, you can tell he's gonna be moving towards you quick. He's ready. He's on you.
all right, I'm going to cast magical darkness.
Okay.
Uh, I think this covers most of the room. Let me see how far this goes. 15-foot sphere, a radius sphere. I
Yeah.
think that covers most of the room.
That'll cover all of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
I'm
think.
gonna use my cast magical darkness. And I'm gonna move away from the door, kind of, still floating up into the corner to the right
Okay.
as I cast magical darkness on the room, and that's gonna be my turn because that'll eat up my action.
And magical darkness is like you can't see it unless you have like true sight, right? That's basically
Unless you have, yeah, unless you've got something that'll pierce through it,
yeah.
you can't see shit.
Yeah. All right, man. Hey, I just turn the lights off, man. Now, come on. Just one little snack, just one thing. Yeah, you can go. The door's open. Go ahead, go ahead. It's unlocked. Yeah, and you hear a click. It says, but just like just give me one thing, just one little. Come on, one piece of trash. Trash for you. One man's trash is another man's lunch.
I do not have anything for this revolting creature.
You have one of my knives. There's so many of them.
I don't. On general principle, I do not wish to give anything to this utterly revolting and vile creature. It is
Say,
so repulsive, I do not wish to even stand its existence.
I'm just saying she wouldn't give a fuck. So
If it's gonna let me out the door, I'm gonna fucking take it. But if it's gonna put up a fight, it's getting erased from existence for existing.
Okay. Well, yeah. We're gonna come back to you in just a second.
yeah.
After that, we're gonna come back. And we're gonna jump to Shocklin and Winifred over there. The
We have the key we need, right?
you have a key. Yep.
All right. Does the door unlock?
The door, like the forge door.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, shall we round up the others? And
Yeah.
I
Let's
think you found where the portal is, correct?
Yeah, it's behind the big vault door.
The fucking course it is.
That's what the key's for.
Well, I say we get after him.
All right.
Start looking for the rest of our party.
Okay. The you guys are walking that way. Let's jump back over to Akaram real quick.
Sweet. Um, let's see. Hmm. So I am going to take a step here and interact with this one and flip it as an object interaction.
The you go to flip it, but it seems to be like locked in place.
I've got to listen to everything. This is a fucking historical prison. Then
You still have whatever you want to do. The
I'll cast Eldritch Blast at the gargoyle in front of me.
sure.
30,
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
26, and 20.
Right, yeah. All of those hit. Yeah. Is that a crit or is that just a 30?
That's a 19.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 19 on the die.
So all those hit.
Let's see. Base is 15, 16, 17, 21, 30. 30 damage.
30 damage. Yeah. You blast away again, and just chunks of stone are now scattered all over the ground as both gargoyles are no longer. You sit there for let's see, that was the beginning of the third round, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So like almost immediately after you blast away at the gargoyles, the timer clicks, ding, and the voiceover ends.
Does the door open?
Gotta complete the tour.
Mhm. I didn't hear that.
So you gotta complete the tour.
Oh, okay. So then, is this one the least amount of sand?
If you are looking for the one with the least amount of sand, yes.
Yeah, I'll do that one.
Okay. The a the voiceover begins, and this is his childhood, right? The stones start to move again. Let's forget where to find it. And talks about how Agma was, an orphan who had to create his own, place, and always thought about, had to, has all these imaginary friends they wanted to come real. How he's all alone, and one tiny little mud method starts to like raise itself out of the clay or the stones.
Now you have a sentence. Are you going to attack me, or are we going to listen to this story together?
And it just starts crying like a baby. Yeah, it's young. Yeah.
Oh, poor thing. I'm going to like target it on the Mephit, I'm going to cast Nathar's Mischief.
Okay. I don't know that one.
And let's see. The effect that the spell has this turn bouquets of flowers appear around, and each creature in the cube must successfully make a dexterity saving throw or be blinded by the flowers um, as they spray water. Oh no, that's a mean one. I was hoping for the apple pie smell.
Oh, what smell is it?
This is just flowers that spray water in people's faces.
Oh, you got a 17.
Okay, that is going to fail.
Okay, so you're telling me that in his mind, he's seeing these flowers
Yes,
spraying
it's an
water in his face?
illusion.
Okay, but it's there. But there's flowers spraying water in his face in his illusion.
Yes.
It starts spraying his face, and he's like, "Hey, man! I was just playing a part. Like it's a job, it's a gig. I'm an actor. Come on, stop,
I'll
stop the
dismiss
spell,
the
dude.
spell.
Stop, Jesus fucking Christ, shit,
I'll dismiss the spell.
like
Sorry.
and he's looking at you like, dang man, come on, like it's metaphor, right? Like
I mean,
little baby, little thing.
the two gargoyles just started attacking me.
Well, it was just like were you listening? Like he was fighting people, he was angry. Lots of young men are angry. Anyway,
Okay, okay.
you know. Plus, he has his two dogs. I don't know. I just work here, man. Like, come on, come on. Just hold on.
So,
And the timer dings, and he's like, "Oh, thank God, they're my break." And he whoosh, just turns back to stone.
I was I was gonna ask him if he got paid. Jim didn't say really. I'll go to the one with the most sand in it this time and flip it.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna jump back to McKeel really quick. Yeah, because we only got a couple minutes.
All right. Yeah. Stuck in this room with this thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So it.
He's in magical darkness. Is this how you? Oh, I see chocolate. Put it up there. I'm not sure if I can move
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I
But
center it on the room.
yeah,
By the way, I have the Devil's Sight invocation, so I can see just fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he is standing in front of the door. He did it. He like went to the door, and you heard a click. And he's just like standing there. He can't see you. He's looking
Mhm.
around, but he's yeah, standing right in front of the door at this point.
Gotcha. And there's no like window through the door, no nothing I can see out into the hallway. It's just a solid
Yeah,
door. Okay.
the janitor's called. Yeah, it was like a trash refuse area. They don't want people to look in there.
Yes, I have decided I'm going to wipe this shit stain off the face of the earth. So I'm going to summon my bow, moving back into my magical darkness, kind of keeping my distance from. I'm going to summon my bow, and hex an action, or is it a bonus action? Uh,
If it's a bonus action.
yeah, it's a bonus action, so I'm gonna hex him while I do this and
Okay.
draw my weapon. And yeah, I'm gonna be like, nice try, good sir, but you really do have one last chance to let me out of this room, or things are about to go very, very poorly for you.
Oh man, come on, man! Like what? What? I mean, like just one little, just one little magic item. Just one little magic item.
You
Like,
don't seem to understand here. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me, and you're about to
told
regret
you I
that
unlocked the
decision.
door, man. I unlocked the door for you.
Yeah, but you seem to be standing in front of it, which kind of defeats the point.
I mean, you can just go right here, man. Just go past me. Yeah, I can smell the magic on you. You're made of magic, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah, and that's going to be my turn for now,
Okay, gotcha.
because
Okay,
I don't have any more actions.
yeah, gotcha. All right, yeah. All right. Back to our two people in the hallway.
Um. So
Jim hits a killer death solo to the mandolin music.
I can feel it coming.
Winifred, how do you wanna handle this? Clearly there's somebody in this chronergy room. Um, and I hear something happening further down the hall.
Well,
Well, roll a perception check for me. I'll give you a chance because
yeah.
the last round, Akram was just chit chat with his method, and basically the same thing. Like nothing's really like there hasn't been anything big since you guys got out of the forge. Really,
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, so let me roll
27.
perception.
the 27.
Yeah, I have a plus
22.
11
So
my
you
perception.
remember how freaking broken our characters are.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I have a
Yeah.
20 passive perception.
Oh my gosh. You hear like some shouting, like loud talking from the chronergy room, but you wouldn't be able to hear like all the way down here with what's been happening down there. But I'll say
Okay.
with the mud method screaming to stop it, you guys probably heard that.
Okay. Uh, well, do we want to barge our way into this room?
I mean, I'm up for whatever.
You have the key, right?
Yeah, I guess I was standing closest to the
You're the one who
anvil.
drew it, so I assume that you were
Yeah,
closer to the anvil.
I grabbed it.
All right. You could always try it in the big door and see what happens.
But do we want to, in case that sets off alarms and stuff, do we want to do that before we've got everybody else?
We should regroup the party before you're right. Yeah, that's a good call.
So yeah, I guess we'll go. You said where did we hear stuff from? Which room?
Chronergy.
Yeah.
And some yelling,
I'll
like an argument.
go up to the. Does is it like a regular door, or is it kind of like the iron that fell behind me?
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah,
Okay.
it seems to be locked.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yes.
Need a hand in there?
I don't know if you can get in here.
I
I've
can get
only
in there
got
if we
two
need
more
to.
hourglasses to flip, and then his story will be complete.
Yeah, you do got to complete the exhibit, unfortunately. Um, I mean, if you think you got that,
I'm going to try to skip to the end of the story, so maybe that'll let me out sooner.
all
All
right.
right.
It will look for our
We'll go
other.
look for McKeel then.
Make my
Uh,
way down the hall.
yep, I'm gonna pull out my lute and start playing music and just start like I'm gonna play like a mandolin version of Roxanne, but it's gonna be like calling out McKeel's name. McKeel,
That's good.
McKeel, went missing in the
Okay.
conservatorium.
We'll jump to Akram then, really quick. The mud method is gone. What are you doing next?
I flipped the one that is most full of sand.
Most full of sand. The same thing happens. Yellow lights. The voiceover, and this one says, "But all was not lost. Soon the conservatory was made, and all was controlled and right. Thanks to Ogma and Cullen. And there was obviously like that was definitely like a different add-on, a different voice at the end. And the rocks start to shake and come together, but then they start to smooth themselves out. Oh, because I'm not the right layer. And a giant the bipedal stone figure stands in front of you and puts puts his hand to his head and says, Ogma. And Cullen. And just takes a step towards you.
I cast Resilient Sphere.
Okay. How does that work? Like I've
Nothing.
cast it before, but I don't remember the specifics.
A shimmering force encloses a creature or object, range 30
Right.
feet, large or smaller. Hemisphere. Let's see. So I am going to purposely fail my check. Nothing, not objects, energy, other spell effects can pass in or out of the barrier. Creatures in the sphere can breathe. The sphere is immune to all damage, and a creature or object inside it can't be damaged by effects. And I'm going to wait the minute for this to finish and see if Mr. Golem just disappears.
You are encased in this shimmering sphere. This golem is standing in front of you, and it's like slowly like starts tapping and like knocking. Like when you can see somebody in like an office, or like at a restaurant, and like that person who comes after close and it's just like knocking, like, hey, you guys open? It's like that. He's just like.
I'm going to hand sign, like, I don't know if you could see me, but I can't hear you. Sorry.
And it just kind of continues like this. It's trying to pantomime, but it's really bad at it. Like it doesn't know what to do. So every once in a while, it gets frustrated, like just smacks the cube or the sphere. But the minute goes, and the golem dissolves into rubble beneath you. And the voiceover comes at the end and says, and that is the history of Ogma. Cullen. And the door opens behind you.
I'm going to walk out.
All right.
Magic bullshit.
Right, Dan. Yeah. That's great though. Okay, you guys. Yeah. Like just moments. Actually, it's a minute. It's a whole minute. So
Yeah.
let's hit Keel next.
All right. Is it my turn or is it his go?
You have. I must use a different terminology. You are the first. You're on your first initiative.
Okay. I'm going to give him one last chance. You could move out of the door or you could die. Those are your options.
I mean, I'll give you one last chance, I guess. You want to give me a magic item, and I'll eat it, and then I won't, do big bad things to you. I'm a big scary monster. Come on, man. Come on. Just one tiny little. Come on. What does it do you?
I'm gonna give him an arrow to the face then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody's worked in Savannah kitchens before.
So, all right. So for my first attack, does an 18 hit him?
Yes. 18 hits him.
Okay, and I'm just gonna go ahead and roll my second extra attack just to get that out of the way. I got a 20 there.
That'll do it. Nat 20.
Yep.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, if you can see
Yeah.
the black one there.
Woot.
Yep.
Woot woot.
So that
Ooh, it hits.
hits. Alrighty, so for the first attack, that one just rolls regular. So that is going to be uh, 21 damage from the first
21.
attack.
Excellent.
And then the second attack. Oh, And hold on a second. From Hex, he takes an additional 1 necrotic damage on that attack.
Total 18. Is that what we're saying?
Yep. And for the second attack, Piercer goes off. Ooh, both Piercer and Crusher are gonna go Pierce. We'll lift up those. Alrighty, and so that gets reroll 1 of damage die. When you hit a creature with next check, you can reroll 1 of damage die. Okay. Alrighty, so for that second one, that's gonna be 25 on the roll for the crit.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
And then it's going to be an extra 5 necrotic damage, and then it's going to take 4 bludgeoning damage and 4 psychic damage.
Is that
As
38 total? Is that?
yes, before the critical gets applied. How are you running crits? Is it reroll? Does it double the damage or what?
I think we just re-roll. We just do another damage die, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Then I'll roll that damage die, and that damage die came out to a 20. If we're counting all my modifiers. Sharpshooter is a hell of a drug.
Gotcha. Okay. So, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't understand how you're rolling and getting a 20. Okay, gotcha. Heard. Okay, so
When I
that
have like a
was
plus 19 to damage.
Gotta
heard.
love it. Gotta love
That
it.
makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense now. So it was 38 plus another 20.
Yes.
So we're taking 58 damage.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
A mix of piercing, necrotic, and bludgeoning.
Yeah, tell me what it looks like when you're standing up here firing your bow. I mean, just whip or
Just out of the darkness, he sees a gleaming, glowing, just sickly red glow, and it just pierces through him as he is guarding the door. And the last one that kills him, if it does kill him, knocks him. It knocks him 5 feet out the door as he is just blasted through it by this
oh
bolt
yeah, I love
of
it.
glittering red bolt.
You fire the first way, it goes like into his neck, and then immediately like corrodes, and he almost and he like grabs the arrow and eats it, and then you hit him with the second one like as he like shoves that one in, and it drives him through the door as Shocklin and Winifred are coming down the hallway, a giant insectoid in a suit, now with 2 arrows lodged in it, just lays there, just legs up like a dead cockroach, just saying, "Come on, feed me constant magic, just one magic." Is still on the ground, oozing gross orange blood.
So that's
I
one
just
of the
look.
bad ideas, right?
I just look at Winfrey. I'm like, well, it's certainly not lunch worthy.
Yeah, nah. I wonder, can I burn this corpse with create bonfire?
Sure, definitely.
Yeah, as I just come sitting out of his room, you just see like this face, like just look of disgust on Mikkel's face. He just snaps his finger and creates bonfire to burn the corpse. That was thoroughly revolting.
I cast prestidigitation on Mikhail to remove the trash and bug smell from him.
I never touched a damn thing in that room. There shouldn't be a speck on me.
Yeah, but being in the presence and ambience of that much garbage is going to seep into your garments.
A few seconds after this, Akaram walks out of his door. Where are you guys proceeding to next? We got like just a minute because I know that we gotta end up.
Well,
Um,
I relay the fact that the bug man told us exactly where the portal is, and it's through the big door in the middle.
yeah, the obsidian statue I talked to said the same thing, and that led me to working with Winifred, and we made a key.
So I'm not sure. I think the what was it, Kellen?
Yeah.
Uh, he's probably not all there, as Agma's history in the exhibit that I was in has been edited to include him in probably his voice, very awkwardly. Like, I haven't been around a lot of people in probably 200 or 300 years, but I can taste social awkwardness, and I feel like that's where we're going.
Well, Ogma did say that he doesn't need the guy intact. That's probably because the guy's already not intact up here. Uh, yeah, so let's go to this big vault door and let's see what's behind door number 11.
You go and you stick the key in. You turn it. Both wheels on the side of this vault door start to spin. The door like pops open just a little bit, and you guys are able to push your way. Oh, whoopsie, that was supposed to be a reveal. To a room with a giant portal on one wall and some desks on either side. The portal itself is just a giant ring currently, runes scribbled all around very intricately throughout the pattern below the portal. And that is where we will end the session for this evening.